Anime. Hey folks, and welcome to the Touhou Empires. It's a Touhou RTS. At least I think that's how you say it. I know some people write it as Touhou, so I don't know how you say it. Oh, well, we got the answer, so. Touhou. So, single player. Need to check the... One thing I would love is a master volume, because it's easy just put these on max and then just adjust the master volume. And maybe lower these a little if it still needs fiddling. Also, apparently the main menu team is done by the person behind Elden Ring and, well, someone who did Elden Ring music and Dark Souls 3 music. There we go. Don't hit default. Story. So this is just a demo of it. Their costumes are pretty accurate. Was hers quite as midriff bearing? I don't think it was. Tell me. We'll go with hard. That's the standard. Gensoko, located in a far eastern nation deep within the mountains, and home to both the mystical and the mundane. Here in this land of Gensoko resided a shrine maiden who defended the peace of the land, punishing the wicked at every turn. This tale is one such story. The 129th season, May 17th, the Reign of Steel falls upon the land. Chapter 00, beginning, Reign of Steel. A sunny, bright Gensoko that evoked the image of summertime. It was here that a peculiar kind of rain poured down from the clear skies. A vast array of swords, spears, axes, bows, and armors. Numerous tools such as saws, gimlets, nails, and hammers. Even the most dim-witted of fairies gained the skills of a master when wielding the items that came from this bizarre rain of iron. Chapter 00, beginning, Reign of Iron. Sure, it's not looking too great. Gotta go check it out. Hey Marissa, what are you doing here? Oh, just want to check out the shrine. It got all skewered up because of the rain, yeah? Before I got her, I didn't actually think it was Marissa, I thought it was Yukari. I completely misthought. Wreckage blocking the road. Come on Marissa, help me clear it out. The Akuri Shrine. Its roof was riddled with holes created by the downpour of weaponry. The arch and stone pathway damaged, broken to bits, was clear that the shrine had taken immense damage. The Hikari Shrine Maiden stared in blank amazement at the wreckage that was once her home. It took hearing the shock of her close friend's voice to return to her senses. Afterwards, she figured they might as well make use of tools laying around. She assembled a bunch of fairies to do dirty work for her, offering some sacred wine in compensation. 3 fairies around here are armed. We'll need some extra help. Getting fairies on your side ain't too complicated, just gotta treat it with some booze. Drunkard's Pond. Right click on Drunkard's Pond and you begin gathering some wine. Wine artists bring wine here? Must be some kind of spirits living in it. Well, it's a pond of wine, of course there's spirits in it. Dress them up as maidens. Okay, so they just gather it and you have it. It's not like StarCraft where you have to return it to the building. Gonna need some more workers. $60 booze, 10 seconds. Spirit Stone. Ah, you can see how many's here and how much they'll gather in a minute. Ooh, that's a nice little bit of UI. We may have more allies, but we ain't getting any more without housing. Gotta give them a place to shack off. This fluctuates. Is this It's kind of cute, but it's got it's like a it's kind of cute, and I like the having the same hair thing as Remu, but almost gives me a haunted doll vibe. Oh, 50 wood. I didn't even see that request. Objective. Someone put up a stupidly huge wall on the shrine road, screwed some troops and busted off. Is she just shouting yokai? answer barracks. Strong against cavalry and building, weak against archer, 40 booze, 20 wood. Let's control the camera. If I didn't know how to control the camera at this point, I would be in kind of a bad place. Double click on the unit, select all of that type instantly. Double click on them. They've got some fluffball cavalry over there. I say we make fluff kebabs out of them. In the back of my head, I'm always paranoid about translations. I'm always paranoid about it. I've seen too many people, well, let's be blunt here, fucking about. It's a bit annoying. So, is there a cap on it? It seems like there is. Yeah, it just is. There is no different sound or anything, so I wasn't sure if there is a cap or is it just stops showing after a certain mark. Sad I can't attach her to Ramu. Do like seeing the numbers pop up. Branch Shrine. Guess I gotta make myself useful. I'll blow this wall to bits with my you know what. Love sign, Master Spark. Attack in area pointed at the specified direction for a period of time. Does bonus damage to building. Spell card effect time 10 seconds. Attack range 20.5 grid spaces. Area 10 by 20 grid spaces. Inflicts 20 hits of 15 damage every 0.5 seconds. 11,000%. No, 1,100. 1,100% bonus damage against buildings. Good, good. Now let's get on over to the Force of Magic. I do like the game so far. Something about the character models just kind of pop weirdly for me, but I think that's just anime games, really. It's not a unique issue with this. I remember feeling the same about another one I played. Just, I don't know, they just pop weirdly to my eyes. But I'm liking this so far. Then let's go check out the Force of Magic first. The place stinks a whole lot, I can feel it. Oh please, you're just worried about your house. These fairies can repair it in like 2 seconds if it's messed up. Relax. Not that I mind taking a detour to go check it out or anything. You're usually right about these sort of things, but I don't want to be right about my house this time. I want you to be right about my house this time. As with all incidents in Gensoko begins with this duo out on the hunt. This time they brought Manny a newly made friend. Thus began a conflict that for a time consumed all the land. Ramu the Warlord. Less than 290 seconds. Could be done. I just took my time on it. Along the ferries they rescued, Remu and Marissa made their way to the Force of Magic. Should be a long wait. Just missed a word. You can upgrade and select troops you wish to use in the intermission screen. Accessing previously cleared stages via the archive is also an option. You can still obtain achievements on previously cleared stages this way. Obtain a life card and powered Jizu. It's too close to Jizzo, which is not a word, but it makes me really paranoid about how I'm pronouncing it. I've seen enough stuff. I know how to pronounce some words to some degree in the language. Very, very, very few. Some is being generous. I mean, it's, I've, I got Touhou right earlier. This I've never actually heard anyone ever say, so I don't know how to actually say it, and so it really bugs me. Because I want to get it right, and my mispronunciations are just less than helpful. Now I'm just feeling awkward. Upgrade. Okay. Ooh, 2 of 2. Yeah, they're a little too, like, lifeless dollish. The game is still in development, so I kind of hope they put a little bit more life to them. Because in some ways they almost look plastic. Which could be a charm point in a way. Just give the heroines more life. Jeez. This is bugging me. Oh, Jesus. I tried to look up that, but I got... I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. It's a being primarily revered in East Asian Buddhism, depicted as a Buddhist monk. His name can be translated as Earth Treasury, Earth Store, Earth Matrix, or Earth Womb. And he's often regarded as the Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva of hell beings, as well as the guardian of children and patron deity of deceased children and aborted fetuses in Japanese culture. Yeah, sometimes my mouth does not cooperate. But I know there is the Jesus statues. Yeah, it's a statue dedicated to past children, which is what I was guessing this was about. But how do you pronounce it? Seems that the statues are like dedicated to the children that have passed away and are unborn babies. Um, they're meant to be like protectors of them because they have to linger in the afterlife, like in a purgatory kind of place, for dying before their parents. It's kind of like, which is kind of cruel. You got miscarried, so penance seems kind of mean. Still, no pronunciation guide. I've seen pronunciation guides out there, and they're like meaningless to me because it's just like I don't know how to say this word, and now you're throwing random, like completely unintelligible stuff at me. I'm confused on both. It like rarely have I seen a pronunciation guide that it's just like Irish name Siobhan, Shiv, on, Siobhan. Think prison Shiv and on from awning, Siobhan. Simple. They never go with that. Just got a message. 57, 58, 59, 60. Hey folks, and I'm back. Sorry, stop for a little bit. So, let us continue. And enough bitching about pronunciations. I just want to make sure I'm just annoyed at not being able to say it right. I doubt it'll be the last. Raising a score will let you use spell cards. Score can be raised by acquiring score items as well as summoning characters. The Forest of Magic, a vast forest located in the center of Gensoko. Sokyo? The peculiar mushrooms that make their home here release hallucinogenic spores, which cake the humid atmosphere. Only the fairies born from nature itself and magicians seeking to heighten their sorcery will call this place their home. Regardless, it's not a place for normal humans should ever enter. You need to be quite an individual to ever live here. At least that's how it should be. Role reversal. Fairies and magicians. Looks like we got some fluffball cavalry in the way. Fluff kebab cooking time. Archers incoming. We got some fluffballs. Let's get them. So how do we deal with lancers, Marissa? Let's turn them into beehives with archers before they can get close. Turn them into beehives? Maybe it's something that didn't translate well. Or maybe it's just something I just don't get. Yeah, moving. Honestly, there's just no end to them. No, that's not it. I'm running out of dolls and they're both outnumber and outmaneuver me. Should I escape via flight? No, getting shot down midair is no laughing matter. They appear unaware of their own strength, which is both good and bad for me. Ugh, on thin ice here. Am I just going to have to surrender? Yo, what's with all the dolls and how'd you get so muddy? First I heard of a yuppie magician like you suddenly switching over to great outdoors. Yuppie? Question translation. I'm just very paranoid about this, and it's odd to see the word yuppie thrown around. Well, let me return that question right back to you. I thought you always said that Maku's all about power. Or you suddenly throwing fairies at your problems. You decided to become a fairy monster? Ah, but you see, they witnessed my virtuous deeds and just begged to come along to help solve the incident over and over. Since when did you become Momotaru? They just... they just helped repair the shrine. We offered them some of my Shrine Savant's sake in exchange. Exchanging goods for services from fairies. Interesting. Thought you'd be more surprised by that, huh? So, what are you doing out here anyway? Decided to become a magician of the great outdoors? I found her! Everyone, she's over here! They found us. Wow, let's lay off the jokes. Seriously saying you're getting your butt kicked by the fairies even with this many dolls? I certainly wish I was joking. These dolls are the only ones I've left. Whoa, hold up. You're still kidding around, right? You, running away from a bunch of fairies. Calm down, this just goes to show exactly how crazy those weapons really are. So it seemed, because of that, I think it would be an excellent idea to keep using the fairies we have here. You wouldn't let me down now, would you, Miss Fairy Master? You know, I don't recall ever signing up for that job. Good grief. Well, I wouldn't want to disappoint you either way. May as well kick some fairy butt while we're at it. Shanghai dolls. Sadly, it's just kind of hodgepodge. There's no like military formations like say Warcraft 3. They made some attempt there. Or like StarCraft 2. Everyone just kind of mingles together. Attack. Pull back. You have duplex barrier. Can't cast down. Increase attack power and defense power. Nice. Summon Shanghai doll. Crusade Dolls War. For 20 seconds, you summon a doll and increase performance of them near the character. 30% attack power, 15% movement speed. Oh, it summons 10 dolls for 20 seconds. The dolls are just kind of like T-posing, flapping their arms. That lag there of making a control group is kind of concerning. I do wonder what they're saying. Like, I wouldn't want it in English, I just wish I had subtitles. Or, you know, spoke the language. Either will be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, chat. Chapter 1 done. Looks like we're just about done here. Power numbers, am I right? Kind of a bummer I can't just claim it was all me though. So they cannot deny the level of force a large group can bring. So what in the world even are these weapons? We're looking into precisely the cause we don't know. I certainly don't know of Manning and Soko who would be able to cause this kind of rain, so if we just make the rounds with usual suspects, I'm sure we'll find the culprit. And if it turns out none of them did it, the real culprit will show themselves if we just keep searching. Rest is Remo always like this? We're pretty similar, really. You do know her intuition rarely ever misses its mark. The duo ventured into the force of magic, seeking out the puppeteer Alice Margatroyd? Heavens to Murgatroyd? What was the thing? Having no idea what misfortune had befallen them, they brought Alice along with them, desperately searching for answers. Their next target, a fallen castle. The once floating, shining needle castle, to be precise. Ah, I misread that. Keep more than 5 characters from being defeated. I was 10. I thought I read it the other way around. Finish the mission with at least 5 people. More than 5. Helps if you know, have literacy skill. Alice has teamed up with Remo's group. And Remo has discovered a shining needle castle sticking out of the ground. Chapter 2, Fallen Castle. Oh, this character. They're tiny. And, had like a exist in a rice bowl or something. I've seen them in some Touhou fan creations. I don't really remember much about them in actual canon. I've mainly read the wiki. Can't let's play. As far as I know, you can't fully let's play any Touhou game, so I haven't gotten around to playing them. I think the policy is that you're not allowed to post the ends, so it kind of takes away from playing them. Obtained ancient Magatama and Gale Force clocks. Still can only upgrade once. Upgrade points are, I guess they're gotten solely through those optional objectives. The Upside Down Castle hiding in the Upside Down Castle hiding the secrets of the Inchwings within. It once floated through the skies proudly. Remo and Marissa stood before the ruins of its crash site, wondering what had become of the castle's ward as they began investigating. Two, drawn by their puppeteer friends, saw the princess of the Inchwings among the fairies at the castle's base. Chapter 2, Fallen Castle. Adorable. What the concerned magician saw before her was a small yet vast castle town, the Inchwings hammering away while the fairies set up its architecture. Looks like we don't have to worry after all. The heck is that? It's supposed to be a castle town. Wait, what? They're building stuff this quickly. It's part of those tools, you know. Even Remo's shrine ended up looking brand new in an instant, thanks to them. So the fairies are being used for construction, huh? No doubt about it, we've hit the jackpot. Let's go punch them real quick and get this incident over with. I still need to serve Marissa her tea. Oh hey, thanks for remembering that. We appreciate it. Though, how are we gonna handle this? Got a heck of fairies, leave me feeling pretty anxious. Any ideas else? Oh, am I the one that has to do the thinking here? I think you're the right person for this situation. Aren't you the one who always says the Mac is all about brains? About the brains? I suppose. Well, if they have their own encampment, then I think it would be prudent for us to have one as well. We would need a base and to equip ourselves with weapons, among other things. Alright, so we just gotta start building a whole bunch of different things then. Yo, heard her? It's construction time. Heave ho, tally ho. Really did just get built in an instant. Getting a headache. This is just too absurd for me. I don't get it. I told him to make a base. Why did he make a shrine? Well, you do live in a shrine, Remo. Specifically asked these fairies to build a base. Make a shrine. Alright, now we can get resolving this here incident. Okay, it's gonna be our first micro mission. See no benefit to it. Oh. Oh, you can only build 12 houses max. Infinite of these though. Don't really care about building speed right now. I just need to get stuff, resources going. Brewing discipline. Better faith. Ah. $6 a minute. Increase their life by 80. Pot lid. Increase the amount of wine that can be gathered from Drunkard's Pond by 20% of its base stat total. Alright. I kind of prefer if it just says, you know, how much it increases it by. Just rather than me having to start doing maths. Trust me, no one wants me to start doing maths. Oh, so there's no way that this Shinmyamaru is gonna be the enemy. Upgrading your faction level will provide bonuses, such as extra research subjects becoming available in new units, and more. Upgrade to, to normal level before pressing events on your opponent. Summons one of Remu. Increases boundaries life by 50% of its base stat. I don't know what the boundary is. Waifus. Increases research of guide to magecraft. Finishes research. Increases mage's damage bonus against buildings by 20%. Increases Alice's house building limit by 1. Reduces cost by 50. Ooh, I can get fairy guards. Oh. These are a limited use unit. Okay. Make 16 of it. Need 40 beer and 20 crystals. Or 40 wine. Effective Alice's house will apply to buildings as well to buildings. This whole Alice's house thing, I'm not seeing it yet. Ah. Construction limit. Okay, unlike say like Warcraft or Starcraft, when they're working on a place and they get a, they won't, and you try and queue up orders for them, they won't automatically leave to do the orders. Like say if you tell a SCV in Warcraft or a peon in Starcraft or a peon in Warcraft to go build something and they're currently like hacking away the tree, getting gas, they'll finish what they're presently doing and then they'll go straight to do something else. Like they'll start building a barracks, well, barracks works in both cases. They'll start building a barracks then. Like they'll harvest that tree, they'll mine that minerals, and then once they get the load, then they'll go build that building. Here, they'll just keep working infinitely. So it's a slight UI difference that you need to remember. And it seems here that the unit production queue is, like when you like group select, is the same as the individual like you can only have like 6 things producing at once, it seems. Like, you know when I click here and start mashing it out, I can only go up to like 6 or 7. When I have a group, it's still 6 or 7. How the hell did I turn this? And this is coming off the edge of the map. I do not know how to fix this. Other people are having issues with the camera controls. Okay, it's shift and mouse wheel. It's like scroll. So finally, thank you. Someone here in the Discord, your name is hit streamer mode. Okay. Ooh. N Lancer Fairy. Upgrades Lancer Fairy to level N. Increases life by 50% of base. Attack power by 50% of base. No, this Q is just constantly going up. They no longer care. Amazing. Yeah, they used to care. Okay, there we go. Whew, I wasn't sure what we were gonna do with the castle having crashed, but I welcome the help of all these handy little tools. We're gonna keep building up this castle town. One for all the little ones, and one even for the fairies. One even the fairies can have a happy life in. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna make someone's day worse. Though honestly, what's even going on? It seems like another incident. What with all these items falling from the sky all over the place? A bad feeling about this. Emergency! The black and white magician and the red and white tri-maiden are attacking us. Oh, speaking of the devil. Wait, what do you mean they're attacking us? They're on the hill ahead of us, from a large group of fairies. Knowing that fiend of a shrine mage is going to round us up and have a fairy barbecue ahead of us. Mika, I doubt you go that far. Anyway, who is this? Anyway, so this is the patent Harakuri method of incident resolution, huh? Just brute force it till you find the culprit? I think that's a typo. And they have a bunch of fairies with them for some reason? Wait, the weapons. Rebel's team struggles with facing them, I see. In that case, then we slip a way out of the situation. I've lost the realm of Daimaku before, but my miracle magic mallet can give us an edge in the realm of team-based combat. Which will likely won't listen to anything I have to say, and I'm not about to let her ruin my newly built town. Oh, Jesus. Tanky. No, not my castle town. Alright, now tell us, do you know anything about the weapons and tools that fell over land? No, I know none at all. Those very same weapons are the whole reason my castle got torn up and fell to the ground. And after that happened, I noticed the fairies seemed to be having fun constructing buildings and decided to help out with the miracle mount. I swear that's all I did. Looks like we misunderstood what we saw then. My sincerest apologies. Oh, so you've no reason to say sorry to them. For raring for a fight that badly, they deserve some blame too. Why'd you have a habit of picking fights with whoever's the most suspicious in incident is why. Guess they should have just fled the scene. She would have just caught up and punched you anyway. Honestly, the two of you just astound me. This is exactly why both have such bad reputation. This is exactly why you both have such a bad reputation. If you'd gotten on your knuckles and made it clear, got on your knees and made it clear from the start that you didn't want to fight, then I would have backed off. But that's what happened. You attacked us and you get the blame. And because of that logic, you tore apart all the buildings these fairies put together. Ugh. Fairies were all defensive because of what they heard about you. You should have heard them going on and on about how they were going to get round up and turned into a fairy barbecue at the hands of a fiend of a shrine maiden. Well, sure, I did wreck a few buildings, but... Oh, fine, whatever. Something's about to go down, so whatever. We're done for today. We'll help, alright? We'll rebuild the place. That enough for you? Is this accurate to how Remu is as a person? Or is this just a fan thing? Just this thing? Is she quite as smash happy? It was all one, not necessarily saying she's tearing up buildings, but she just like wanders into a place and beats, trounces people, then realizes, oh, wrong house, sorry. Yeah. Is she that actually that bad about it, or is it just like a this thing or fan interpretation? It was all one big misunderstanding. Have realized that Remo and friends began assisting with repairing the castle. Elsewhere, deep in the confines of Scarlet Devil Manor, the vampire Ramilla Scarlet had called together the world's journalists. She made a bold declaration. Fairies have become major power, and the Harakiri Shrine Maiden cannot resolve it. And so it falls to her to rule the land and bring order about again. The whole of Gensoko has 3 days to respond, whether surrender or resist. First to respond was Shrine Maiden of Yokai Mountain. Together with the Tengu and Kappa, they formed a military alliance to resist Ramilla's ambitions. 360 seconds. Scarlet Devil Manor has declared war upon Gensoko to start in 3 days' time. The Moriai Shrine, joined by the Tengu and Kappa, sworn to resist to the bitter end. So, May 18th, Remu broke into Scarlet Devil Manor, was surrounded by fairies and forced to retreat. Yukari Yakumo appeared before her. She informed her of an assault upon the Harakiri Shrine, then sent them to it with her mysterious cab. Harakiri Shrine versus the Motley Mob. Mob, huh? Oh, thank God, I was scared there were a crew. Can now deploy Lancer Fairy from Formation, Archer, House, Buddhist Scripture, rolled up Kuma Inu.